BTS News Today. Seoul had barely passed the pale dawn when the rumor first drifted across international army communities. Jungkook had been seen at Incheon Airport. There was no official schedule, no notice from HYB, no media reports. Only blurry clips, the sound of hurried footsteps, and a single shadowed figure believed to resemble the world's golden magne. Within minutes, social media erupted, and speculation spread faster than the sunrise itself. Had Jungkook really returned to Japan? Was he simply passing by before continuing on to another secret schedule? And the question that sent the entire fandom spiraling: did he go alone, or did Jimin quietly join him? As debates intensified, a Japanese fan at Haneda Airport uploaded a 3-second video so electrifying that the fandom collectively lost its breath. It was short, shockingly short, but powerful enough to shift the entire army timeline. In that brief clip, a man wearing a black hoodie, a thick mask, and a familiar light-footed stride emerged. His silhouette, the way he pulled his suitcase, the subtle turn of his shoulder, all too recognizable. "I'm not sure, but I think it's Jungkook," the fan wrote, and the entire fandom immediately believed that Japan had just received one of the biggest stars on Earth. But the mystery didn't stop there. On a Korean army forum, someone claimed they had seen Jimin leaving the HYB building the night before. No staff, no van, only a single black taxi waiting at the back entrance. It was unusual for Jimin to travel without escort. Unusual for him to depart HYB in such secrecy. And what was even more unusual, no staff seemed aware of his movements. That was when the biggest question surfaced. Was Jimin heading to the airport to join Jungkook? And if so, why did they move with the precision of two people trying desperately not to be seen? While the rumor cyclone spun in every direction, an anonymous source claiming to work for a Japanese airline added fuel to the already roaring fire. According to them, there was a special reservation under the name JIMIN for a business-class Incheon Haneda flight. The name was odd, as HYB rarely used names that exposed the identity too clearly. But Army knew one thing: Jungkook often used initials for discreet travel. Yet when this source was asked about the second VIP listed, someone with the initials P Park, the person suddenly went silent. No confirmation, no denial, nothing but stillness. An army has learned one truth from years of BTS rumors: silence can be more revealing than any statement. Meanwhile, Japanese media began moving quickly. Some reporters said they received sudden notice that a BTS member would arrive that morning, but were not told who. They mentioned an abruptly sterilized VIP room, unusual security coordination, and last-minute instructions. Usually, if a big Korean star was coming, the media would be told exactly who. But not this time. It was as if someone wanted to hide the identity even from the press. And of course, the more that was hidden, the more the public hungered to know. In the middle of the frenzy, a Japanese army posted a faint photo. Someone walking quickly toward a black vehicle, wearing an oversized jacket. Only the eyes were visible beneath the mask, half hidden, but familiar enough to send shivers. Army quickly concluded it was Jungkook. But then came the second photo, the photo that shook the entire fandom. A second hand appeared at the car door. Small, pale, wearing a thin silver ring. Not Jungkook's hand, not a staff's, not a bodyguard's. And for fans who pay attention to every tiny detail, it was a hand unmistakable even in low light. Jimin's. From that moment, speculation collapsed into obsession. Were they actually together? Were they preparing for a secret project in Japan? Was it a documentary? A duet? A private meeting? Or something far more personal? Some army believed they had gone for a surprise performance. Others were convinced they were filming a hidden commercial for a global brand. But many believed in the most emotional theory. They left for a quiet escape, away from cameras, to spend time together after months of pressure, schedules, and expectations. Hours later, another witness added a chilling twist. A cafe worker in Shibuya posted that two foreign men entered his shop around 10 a.m. Both wore masks and loose clothing, but their presence was unmistakable. One had the soft voice and delicate posture of Jimn. the other the strong frame and confident step of Jungkook. They ordered 2 hot coffees and sat in the farthest corner, clearly avoiding attention. But the worker noted something else: the way they spoke. Their voices sounded eerily similar to the 2 BTS members who often melted ARMY's hearts. "If it's not them, then I'm dreaming," he wrote. The uploaded photo showed only 2 cups of coffee and 2 silhouettes sitting across from each other. But one small detail detonated the fandom. One of them wore a black hoodie with small letters reading, "Still with you." It was faint but visible. And honestly, who else would wear that except Jungkook himself? Instance later, a new theory exploded. They were in Japan for a joint music project. ARMY speculated that they were working on something together, especially after talk of Jimin preparing an album and Jungkook working on a global project. If they truly met in Japan, they might be creating something that would shake the world. Yet another insider from Japan's music industry revealed that a certain Tokyo recording studio suddenly reserved its VIP room for an unnamed international artist. The studio is famous for producing Japanese versions of global hits. But the insider insisted that no names could be mentioned. ARMY's minds raced. If this was about a Japanese version of Jungkook's track, then why would Jimin be there? When night fell, another rumor surfaced. A fan posted that she saw someone resembling Jimin walking near Harajuku with 2 bodyguards. No cameras, no lights, only the soft echo of his laughter before he disappeared into the crowd. This time, the fandom shattered. Some cried, thinking the 2 were spending time together. Some trembled, believing something huge was coming. Others simply felt relieved that the 2 seemed happy, even if only through blurry glimpses and unconfirmed whispers. Then, just past midnight, the biggest puzzle piece dropped. Someone uploaded a distant, grainy photo of 2 silhouettes walking side by side on a quiet Tokyo street. One wore a thick black jacket, the other a gray hoodie. No faces, no defining features. Yet the way one laughed with his head lowered, and the way the other gently touched his shoulder, felt too familiar, too signature, too Jungkook. By morning, Japanese media released a soft statement. A BTS member was in Tokyo for both personal and professional reasons. No name, no details, but one line froze ARMY around the world. He is not alone. Did that mean Jimin? A staff member? A collaborator? Or was it simply a phrase designed to stir curiosity? No one knew. Meanwhile in Seoul, a HYB van was seen leaving the company basement. A staff member, who of course could not name names, said they could not confirm anyone's whereabouts at this time. Normally, HYB shuts down false rumors instantly, but this time they chose silence. And silence in the BTS universe often screams louder than confirmation. Hours later, Jungkook posted a photo on Instagram. A nighttime city view from a hotel window. No caption, no location, only lights, reflections, and the faint silhouette of someone standing by the glass. Whether it was him or someone he photographed, no one could tell. But it felt like a signal, a gentle hint that he was somewhere far from Seoul, doing something meaningful yet not ready to be revealed. 5 minutes later, Jimin opened Weverse and wrote, "I'm doing well, don't worry too much." A sweet sentence, comforting, but suspiciously timed. ARMY knows Jimin doesn't write like that unless he is somewhere he can't talk about openly. Coincidence? Or their way of quietly saying that their paths at the moment were not as separate as they appeared? The answer didn't come today. It may not come tomorrow. It may arrive weeks later, when Jungkook and Jimin decide that the world is ready to hear the truth behind their sudden journey to Japan. For now, one thing remains certain. Whether Jungkook traveled alone or whether Jimin joined him, their presence in Japan has already shaken the world, weaving a mystery that only time, and perhaps a brave confession, will unravel. And until that day, ARMY can only wait, wonder, and feel their hearts race at every shadow, every blurry picture, and every captionless post from the 2 men who can stop the world with the simplest movement.